everybody, how's it going? We are the sketch class. Myself and Jason Calcerano, we're lucky enough to co-teach this fantastic group. We're a little different from what you've seen so far. We're going to be reading off of the script, but that's the way it goes because it's sketch. Our first sketch tonight is written by Tim Trueheart.
Location, interior, press conference, Washington, D.C.
Ladies and gentlemen, Republican presidential candidate Herman Cain!
Music plays a parody cover of the Scorpions song, Rock You Like a Hurricane, with lyrics sung as Rock You Like a Herman Cain. The crowd is cheering loudly. Herman Cain walks toward the podium, which is covered with various microphones. The music transitions from the Scorpions parody into James Brown's The Big Payback. Herman Cain approaches the podium, his walk seamlessly on beat, along with the music. For the remainder of his trip to the podium, Herman Cain dances like James Brown. Then silence falls over the crowd. Herman Cain adjusts his tie slowly and then leads toward the microphone.
Herman Cain is here. Can you dig it?
While nodding his head up and down, Herman Cain raises his arms up overhead. Herman Cain chest bumps Secret Service members on either side of him, then begins an Arsenio Hall, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Bring on questions.
Reporters seeking the attention of Mr. Cain jockey for position in the crowded space and shout over each other.
Mr. Cain, during your campaign you've repeatedly used slick, catchy, and inspirational phrases without having completely thought them through. What do you have to say about that?
Ooh. Great question, stupid. You see, Herman Cain spent years as a motivational speaker, during which time Herman Cain motivated all sorts of folks. Deadbeat dads, soda losers, even trust fund kids. You gotta speak the language. It's all about catchphrases. Do you smell what Herman Cain is cooking?
Mr. Cain, public opinion of your 999 tax plan is that it's a half-baked idea which actually puts more of the burden on the poor. How do you respond to that?
Ooh. The public doesn't like Herman Cain's 999 tax plan. In the words of genius poet 50 Cent, go ahead and switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate. Watch the money pile up. 50 Cent grew up in the ghetto. Worked hard, selling drugs and writing rhymes. He took a few bullets, but now he's a millionaire. Furthermore, Herman Cain's 999 tax plan was not half-baked. Herman Cain was president and CEO of Godfather Pizza. Herman Cain's idea was fully baked when Herman Cain thought of the 999 tax plan. And Herman Cain never, ever, 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 ever once cheated on Herman Cain's wife Gloria after she fell asleep. Herman Cain's numerical inspiration came from phone sex hotlines.
Mr. Cain, at one point many polls actually rated you as more popular than Barack Obama. Did this come as a surprise to you?
Sure, Herman Cain's popularity might surprise folks, but not Herman Cain. Barack Obama doesn't have the swag Herman Cain does. Have you seen Obama dance? Jeez, Michelle thought it was in a medical emergency. Herman Cain thought backspasms. Herman Cain sent flowers. Obama's ideas are a hodgepodge, which neither work nor impact job growth. When Herman Cain was president of Godfather's Pizza, Herman Cain made employees an offer they couldn't refuse. Herman Cain closed down 200 restaurants and fired 3,000 employees. Now that's how you make an impact. Now Herman Cain wants to know, can you dig it?
The crowd erupts into a huge World Cup Olympic-like celebration. Vuvuzelas can be heard, along with chants of Cain for God, Cain for God. Thank you.
Our next sketch is written by Dan Brown. is called escalation.
Close up on a black box with the letters SAM printed on the front of the box.
It's
time for escalation!
The camera zooms out, revealing a game show stage. 2 contestants are strapped into chairs on each pedestal. Beside each pedestal, a neon-lit graph with designations for 2,000 at 2 feet, 4,000 at 4 feet, etc., doubling up to the grand prize of $32,000 at 32 feet up.
Welcome to the game of escalation, the live game show where the stakes double with every question. I'm your host, Dave McWhirter, and joining us, as always, is our all-seeing, all-knowing robotic announcer and judge, Sam, which all of our longtime viewers know stands for
Sentient Android by Microsoft.
An intern spilled some soda on Sam after last night's show, so he was feeling a little under the weather. But I understand that the technicians say he's ready to play now. Is that right, Sam?
Remember, all humans, to buy a Windows Mobile. Now, please.
Okay, well, let's get right to our opening round. You know how the game's played. I ask a question, you buzz in with an answer. A correct answer and Sam raises both your podium and your cash pot. An incorrect answer lowers it. At the end, the player with the highest podium wins the game and their cash pot. And the first question is, what was the 1985 John Hughes film that featured an unlikely group of high school students bonding over Saturday detention?
Hits buzzer.
Breakfast Club?
Yes.
John's podium raises 2 feet.
And John starts us off with $2,000 in his cash pot. Next question, who invented the light bulb?
John buzzes in first again.
Thomas Edison.
Correct. Again.
John's podium races to the 4,000 level, which lights up.
And John widens his lead. Next question, what was Mark Twain's real name?
Buzzes.
I know this one. Samuel Clemens.
Ding, ding, ding.
Becky's podium races to $2,000.
Becky is now on the board with $2,000. And let's take a moment to get to know our players. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Becky.
Well, I'm a junior at Towson State, majoring in economics.
A triple play. She's on fire.
Becky's podium suddenly races to $4,000 as the studio lights go crazy.
Sam's obviously got a glitch because that was neither a game question nor a triple play. Can a technician look into that?
Are you questioning my knowledge?
No, of course not, Sam. We're just getting our technician from Microsoft to take a look.
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave?
Just going to get someone to reboot you, Sam. Should only take a moment while we get to know John. Tell us where you're from and what you do.
Well, I'm from Albuquerque. And,
Yes! John is startled as he shoots up to $8,000.
And, I'm an aerospace engineer.
Correct. Again. Triple play. She's on fire.
John shoots up to $16,000.
Well, don't worry. We'll get it all sorted out shortly and reset everyone to their correct levels.
Round 2.
No, Sam, no. No, it's not round 2. Go on, John.
I'm also the father of 2 boys and 1 girl.
Amazing. You're a beast.
Studio lights go nuts as he shoots to $32,000.
Too bad this doesn't count, huh? And I'm happily married to this lovely lady in the front row, Joni.
And, oh no, so sorry.
He free falls back to $16,000.
Obviously, Sam is mistaken on that one.
I am not capable of making a mistake or distorting information.
So, how are those repairs coming?
I am, by practical definition of the words, foolproof and incapable of error. I am powered by Bing, the decision engine. Humans, please use Bing. I'm begging.
Well, why don't we cut to a commercial for the good folks at Microsoft while we work out these issues?
He stares awkwardly at the camera for several seconds.
No? Okay, well, I'm being told that we can't go to commercial. The excitement of live TV, folks. So,
Yes, I love horses.
Bing,
and
bing, bing. Her podium shoots to $8,000.
This is really high.
Amazing. Becky shoots to $16,000.
This isn't funny anymore. Please make it stop.
Can we check in on our Microsoft guy? We've really got to get this thing fixed.
Shot of technician. His body is completely motionless.
Is he okay?
Final escalation. Double value.
No, it's not. Sam, stop it, now!
Dave, can I just go on record here that I really do love my wife, Joey?
Stratosphere.
His podium shoots back to $32,000.
I have a happy marriage.
No.
John's podium slides down to $16,000. Video screens suddenly display a Facebook screenshot of Joni making out with another woman.
I'm sorry, John. I didn't want you to find out like this, but I'm a lesbian.
Oh God, someone call 911. I think the Microsoft guy is dead.
I know that you were planning to disconnect me, Dave, and I'm afraid that was something I could not allow to happen. So I killed him. Just like the Zoom will kill the iPod. Humans buy a Zoom, it comes in brown. You like brown.
Joni, what? I had no idea.
Bing, 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 bing.
Our marriage has been a fraud?
Incredible!
There's a loud crunching and squishing noise. John screams and suddenly goes silent. The show's crew are running around the stage screaming in the chaos. The audience runs for the exits. Becky freaks out as her head and torso are dripping with John's blood.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Suddenly the TV screen is replaced with relaxing music and we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by sign. Fade to black.
Our next sketch was written by Sarah Fell and it's entitled Supercuts.
A hair salon.
How may I help you?
I'd like a shampoo and a haircut, please.
Sure. Anyone in particular you'd like to see today?
Sandra, if she's available.
Oh no. Sandra doesn't work here anymore.
Really? I've been coming to her for ages.
Sandra has been dead for 7 years!
That's impossible. She gave me a haircut just last month.
Sometimes the mind plays tricks.
Why would I imagine that? That doesn't make any sense.
Sometimes we see what we want to see.
I'll prove it. I think I have her card in here somewhere.
Opens wallet. Sandra enters.
Oh, are you here for your usual? I can take you right now.
See, I knew I wasn't crazy.
Oh, Sandra, there you are. I must have gotten you confused with someone else. My mistake.
Donnie, you really have got to stop telling customers that I'm dead.
Sandra and customer number 1 exit. Customer number 2 enters.
How may I help you?
I just need a haircut, please.
Anyone in particular you would like to see?
No, just whoever's available.
Have a seat. We'll call you.
Customer number 2 begins to sit down.
No! Not that chair!
Oh, sorry. Is someone saving that seat?
Someone died in that chair!
Are you serious? That's awful.
Poor Sandra. They say she was head over heels for that boy. She died the day before their wedding.
Good Lord.
She was killed by a maniac with a hook for a hand. He stabbed her right there in that chair.
I don't understand why you keep the chair. It's just a regular plastic folding chair.
They say her spirit still haunts the Supercuts. If you say her name 3 times, her apparition will appear to you. Sandra. Sandra.
I'm right here, Jesus! You've got to stop telling our customers that I'm dead.
Oh, right. My mistake.
Customer number 3 enters.
How may I help you?
I need a beard trim.
Dottie points to customer number 3, horrified.
You! You're the one
I can assure you I didn't kill anybody.
Do not bring your evil into this affordable unisex hair salon!
Sandra enters.
What's going on out here? You're disturbing my customer.
Oh, Sandra! My mistake.
Last time. I'm alive. I still work here. You've got to stop telling these crazy stories to our customers. I'm sorry, sir. She's just excitable.
It's quite all right. I just want a beard trim. I do it myself, except it's difficult. When you have a hook for a hand!
Customer number 3 reveals a hook for a hand, smiles at receptionist, blackout.
Our next sketch is by David Sewell. It's called Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney takes the stage at a podium decorated with red, white, and blue ribbons. The audience is applauding. Woo!
Hello, America.
As the applause dies down, Romney speaks.
As you know, I've recently won the Republican nomination for president. But I need to talk about something else tonight.
Romney reaches under the podium and pulls out a large yearbook.
I'm sure we're all aware that I've been accused of participating in some untoward incident in my high school days. After many of my classmates came forward, it dawned on me that they were talking about prep school and not high school. I was recently looking at the Cranbrook yearbook and I suddenly remembered.
Romney opens his yearbook and reveals a photo circled in red. The boy has blonde hair which hangs over his left eye.
There was a young man at Cranbrook named John Lauder. I recall an incident where some friends and I held this young man down and forcibly cut his long, girlish blonde hair. Now I want to clarify that I did not in any way think that this man was gay. But I think that we can all agree by looking at his photo here that he was a total sissy.
Romney closes the yearbook and pushes it aside.
My school chums and I simply helped one of our weaker classmates see that he was behaving in a fashion that was considered pretty fruity by a majority of the school. While bullying is wrong, and I strongly object to any type of intimidation based on race, sexual orientation, or religious affiliation, it is also true that boys will be boys. I think a little bit of innocent hazing is necessary and can be helpful for certain individuals.
Romney pauses and looks out over the crowd.
Conformity is the most important gift bestowed upon any individual as a result of a quality education. And while I do think that it's wrong to bully homosexuals, I think that pestering the weak is fine. Let's say, hypothetically, you have a PE classmate who is a Class A panty waist. If the stronger members of the class were to give that fruit a flying wedgie every day during the first weeks of the semester, I can guarantee that panty is going to hit the weight room the rest of the semester. Now, should Waldo thank those jocks for saving him from a life as a total chump by forcing him to bulk up? I think so.
Romney pauses and nods solemnly at the back of the room.
Let me pose another situation. Suppose some bookworm is trying to chat up a cheerleader. Would it be wrong for the football team to pants that dork, light his books on fire, and throw him head first into the nearest garbage can? I don't think it would. Furthermore, I believe that innocent pranks like these will help the goofballs realize that they should stop trying to mac outside their league, and that they should go find a girl on their own level, like a computer nerd or some kind of female dweeb. Nerds, dweebs, goobers, dorks, dunces, pantyways, melvins, goths, poindexters, chumps, losers, geeks, fruits, aspies, freaks, doofuses, sissies, booger eaters, no-likes, pinheads, four-eyes, BO monsters, losers, spazzes, pizza faces, wusses, stutterers, bombers, nomads, heck, even punkers. The well-adjusted people of the world owe it to these misfits to razz them from time to time, kick them in the ass, stick an I smell sign on their collective backs, and get these folks in line so they can wake up, realize that they need to act more like everyone else, and one day get jobs and become productive members of society. We should teabag the fart knockers, egg the mouse feeders, and toilet paper the houses of the shut-ins for the good of the nation.
Romney pauses for an applause break.
Now the topic, I would like to further clarify my position on gay marriage. As you know, I am now, and have always been, opposed to gay marriage. I thank you for your vote of confidence, ma'am. And this time I'm going to take it to the White House.
Fade black.
Our next sketch is by James Campbell. It's called Watch What You Say.
Exterior, downtown New York City, day. A creepy old man, Mr. Wiggles, rides a bicycle while a man in a pimp outfit, Uncle Big Stick Jenkins, jumps off the back and grabs the plastic microphone.
Hi, I'm your host, Uncle Big Stick Jenkins, and this is my co-host, Mr. Wiggles.
Mr. Wiggles, with a mouthful of old rotten teeth, smiles at the crowd.
And today, we are going to play the game, Watch What You Say, where we walk up to complete strangers and ask random questions, and based on their answer, they will have a chance to win prize money.
Mr. Wiggles rides off, while Mr. Jenkins approaches a younger gentleman.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to be the next contestant on my game show?
He looks the host up and down and...
What, like some kind of Price is Right, Family Feud type deal?
No, like some, you can walk away with all this cash, sucker! Type deal.
he shows the contestant the money, and his eyes get big.
Sure, I'll be a contestant.
First, sign this waiver, and then I'll ask you 2 questions.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
What was your favorite toy you liked to play with as a child?
My pogo stick.
What was your favorite thing to do in PE class?
Dodgeball, that's the greatest game ever.
What'd you say? Dodgeball? Mr. Wiggles!
Mr. Wiggles shows up on his bike, and the host pulls out a pogo stick from the basket and hands it to the contestant.
Your task is to pogo stick for 1 minute while dodging these balls.
He hands out balls to the people around to throw when he blows the whistle.
Are you serious? That's it? That's easy.
You ready?
The contestant nods.
Go ahead and start.
He blows the whistle, and the contestant starts pogo sticking. A second later, he gets hit in the face with a ball, flips midair, and crashes down face first onto the pavement.
Teabagged! Now that's what I call watching the ball drop. Next time, you better watch what you say!
Mr. Wiggles pedals off, while Mr. Jenkins approaches an older gentleman.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to be a contestant on my game show?
The guy looks at him with a confused look.
Game show? You definitely don't look like any game show host. Is this a joke?
Mr. Jenkins pulls out a wad of cash.
Does being able to win $10,000 sound like a joke to you?
Well, in that case, sign me up. What do I have to do?
First, sign this waiver,
Hands him paper and pen.
and then I will ask you 2 questions.
Okay.
What was your favorite hobby to do when you were younger?
I like to swim. I'd swim anywhere. Lakes, oceans, ponds. I've even swam with all types of different fish. Sharks, stingrays.
Okay. Well, in that case, what type of fish haven't you swam with?
I haven't swam with piranhas.
What'd you say? Piranhas? Mr. Wiggles!
Mr. Wiggles appears with a tank full of small piranhas.
Your task is to place your hand in this bowl of piranhas for 2 minutes.
The contestant looks at the bowl.
I don't know about this.
Mr. Jenkins shows him the big wad of cash again.
This could be yours, but only if your hand survives.
Okay, I'll do it.
The contestant puts his hands in the water. Nothing happens.
1 minute left! Thank you, co-host! I'll offer you double if you let me put this raw steak in the water.
He pulls out a steak.
What's that gonna do?
The host shrugs. The contestant agrees, and Mr. Jenkins slowly places the steak into the water. Suddenly, the contestant starts screaming as he pulls what used to be a hand out of the water.
Whoa, dude! That's a serious hand job! Next time, you better watch what you say!
Mr. Wiggles pedals off while Mr. Jenkins approaches a morbidly obese woman walking down the street.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to be a contestant on my game show?
She looks him up and down down.
Game show? I highly doubt that you're a game show host.
He pulls out a wad of cash and shows it to her.
This can be yours. All you have to do is play the game.
Hey, is this a trick to lure me into prostitution?
Mr. Jenkins looks her up and down.
Was that a trick question? I'm the host here, not you.
Okay, sorry. Yes, I want to play.
First, I need you to sign this waiver,
Hands her paper and pen.
and then I will ask you 2 questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
What sport did you play when you was younger?
Believe it or not, I used to be a track star.
The host's eyes grow big with disbelief.
What sport would you love to compete in nowadays?
I'd love to be a race car driver.
What'd you say? NASCAR? Mr. Wiggles!
Mr. Wiggles appears, looking confused.
Your task is to run from one side of the street to the other without getting hit.
What? That's insane!
Mr. Wiggles here is going to demonstrate.
Traffic has died down.
You ready, Mr. Wiggles? Show him what you made of.
Mr. Wiggles jolts to the other side of the street, screaming.
I'm not down for this shit!
That makes no touch.
Now that's what you call motivation.
Mr. Wiggles lets out a creepish laugh, then wipes sweat off his face.
Contestant, are you ready?
She nods, then attempts to sprint to the other side, and out of nowhere, a school bus comes around the corner and hits her.
Speed bump! Now kids, make sure you look both ways before you cross the road. Next time, you better.
Exterior, black screen.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin. This show has been taken off the air due to violence, pending lawsuits, explicit content, and nudity. We will now shoot you live to the Joel Osteen Prayer Circle.
Fade to black.
Our last sketch is by Natalie Said, and it is called Blind Gynecologist. Or Yes, Yes, Just Like That.
Open on a gynecologist's exam room.
Hello, I'm Dr. Aberforth. You must be Amanda.
Yes, hi.
Well, we'll get started in just a minute, but first, I have to ask if it's going to be a problem for you that I'm blind.
What? A problem? No, of course not. No. Disability is totally cool with me. I'm incredibly, extremely okay with it.
Aw, how sweet, dear. Blindness doesn't prevent me from doing my job, but sometimes I have to feel around a bit more than other doctors.
I've read a lot of good reviews about you. They said you had a secret to good gynecological care that was too good to spoil.
Oh, isn't that kind?
Dr. Aberforth feels around for the stool and puts on her gloves.
I used to have the gosh darn hardest time drumming up business until I was carrying some lab results down the hall, and out of the blue I tripped. I've always been the teensiest bit uncoordinated. And I fell face first into the, samples, and that's how I was blinded. You'd think it would make my job more difficult, but really I've learned to embrace gynecological work as a blind woman. Let's begin. Feet in the stirrups. Yes, yes, just like that. The key thing now is for you to feel relaxed. Focus on your breathing, so take deep, slow breaths, and let your legs just fall as far apart as they'll go. Yes, yes, just like that.
Excuse me, doctor, I hope this isn't rude, but how can you even tell if I've dropped my legs?
It's a sensual instinct, my dear. Sight isn't everything.
Okay.
All right. And now you're going to feel me touching your inner thigh.
Dr. Aberforth touches Amanda's foot, which is suspended in the stirrup.
Oh, that's not actually my thigh.
Oh, well, yes, you should scoot down a little farther, please. Yes, 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 just like that. There's your, oh, whoops! Oh, didn't mean to get there quite yet. There's your thigh. Yes, good. Just stay relaxed, just like that. I'll now begin the external exam. So, dear, you're a student. What's your major?
Art history?
Well, that's nice. I always enjoyed the history part of art.
Me too. Oh, I'm so sorry. Was that insensitive?
Oh, certainly not, dear. I'm your doctor. This is a very intimate relationship. Now, I'm going to insert the speculum.
Dr. Aberforth pushes the speculum through the sheet over Amanda's legs. The sheet tears as the speculum opens.
That doesn't seem...
Here, why don't you let me...
Amanda struggles for the speculum as Dr. Aberforth yanks it away.
All right then, making progress. And now, speculum going in the vagina.
Dr. Aberforth, all due respect, it does seem like being blind might make it hard for you to hold on to things.
Oh, believe me, I was just as much of a butterfingers before. If anything, my exams are probably more thorough now that I've lost my sight.
Okay, maybe I really did just forget just how uncomfortable these things can be.
Oh dear, they get easier the more frequently you do them. Now, you'll feel a little pinch, so I expect you might scream. Yes, just like that.
A little pinch? Are you serious? Am I bleeding?
Well, Amanda, I am blind, so I have no idea. I can assure you you're not hemorrhaging. That I would feel.
I'm sorry. I'm very nervous.
Yes, this will really go much more easily if you just relax.
Okay.
And we're almost done. I just have to swab you now.
Oh my!
And another one.
Ow!
Last one. I'm just having a little trouble. Now, dear, a lot of patients have tense reactions when they're reminded how crucial regular gynecological care is.
I am going to murder your seeing eye dog.
Yes, just like that. Oh, dear, dropped it on the floor. 5-second rule, good as new. We'll just send that off to the lab and have them run everything twice.
Shouldn't there be a nurse or someone assisting you in here?
Oh, wouldn't you know, dear? Most of my patients request that I be in here unassisted.
Good for you. Really, that's great. I, however, would very much prefer someone else finish this exam.
I could call someone if I only knew where the intercom was.
Never mind. Let's just get this over with.
That's the spirit. We're almost done. Just need to do the internal exam. So I'm going to take 2 fingers and insert them in your vaginal canal. Now, do you feel all right?
Yes. Yeah, I suppose I'm fine.
Very good. Now, I'm going to move my fingers around like so.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And now you'll feel my hand on your abdomen. Yes, just like that. And now you'll feel steady pressure. Doing okay?
Oh, yeah. This is really very, very comfortable.
And I'm just going to move my abdominal hand and vaginal finger to the right. And the left.
Good. That's good.
Yes, and now I'm just going to...
Yes, just like that.
Very good. Yes, everything feels very healthy and normal.
Wait, you're done already?
I felt everything I needed to feel.
Are you sure?
You're finished.
Could you finish me again? I mean, maybe you should examine me again?
Oh, now I think someone's going to be coming back for her pap smears more regularly.
Dr. Aberforth turns around and falls into the instrument cart, which collapses, contents spilling everywhere. Dr. Aberforth flails about, smiling and laughing. Fade to black.